So I've been thinking a lot about how the different observer axes or perceiver axes, however you want to say it, track time. And something clicked with me recently, so I wanted to share it. It's just that it depends on the angle you come at it, but I came at it from a sensory angle. So what is sensory tracking, right? So SE is tracking the moment, what's going on now, right? So for me right now, all there is on my SE, all the details, all the sensory details are in the moment right now. I have no sensory details anywhere else from the moment. Whereas an SI user, their sensory details will be in the past. They'll be organizing sensory details from the past. So SE is going to be tracking the moment and SI is going to be tracking the past. And that's one of the reasons why SI has a difficulty, is really specific on what it likes to pay attention to in the moment, because it knows that it's going to have to be organizing it later, right? And SE can create a lot of information, too much information for the SI to track later. So that's just something. So anyways, what the point I wanted to get to is if SE is tracking now, in our minds, the way we existed, right? Obviously, there only is ever now, right? That's SE is just really the only truth, right? There only is ever now. That's why people get so stuck in the SE. But as humans, we track past, present, and future, right? It's something that's very evident to us. Even though it's not real, there is a past for us, there's a present for us, and there's a future for us, right? So if SE is going to be tracking the moment, that means the past and the future have to be compensated by the NI. That's what the NI is going to be doing. It's going to be looking at the past and the future. And when SI is tracking the past, that means NE is going to be responsible for tracking the present and the future. And so that's really where you can also get the difference between NI versus NE, where NE is going to be looking now and in the future. So it's going to be looking at all of the different possibilities that now and the future can incorporate one with each other. The NI is going to be looking at the past and the future. It's going to be looking at a long-term spectrum where they're going to be looking further in the future and far in the past. And it's going to be really, it's not going to be focused by all the possibilities because it's not going to be tracking the now. And so what ends up happening is, because of this dynamic, we end up creating that always your OI, your introverted observer, your introverted perceiver, is going to be tracking the past, no matter what. Always your OE, your extroverted perceiver, your extroverted observer, is going to be tracking the present. And always your intuition is going to be tracking the future, right? And just based on that, you're going to get your understanding of how time works and how you're tracking time. So that's why we get NI as tracking long-term futures and NE is tracking possible futures because of that dynamic. Anyways, I wanted to share that. Have a good one.